EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Hurts throwing right away. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. He feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 22. Starting the drive with Algier. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll stick with Algier. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Algier taken down at the 42. The Falcons had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll get this out wide to Taylor. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
So first down, and they'll stick with Algier. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ultra.
On 2nd, here's Algier. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Let's go.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Trouble, 38. Yellow.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Eagles force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Let's go now.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go go back out on defense and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Here's Williams to return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one. Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Dumps this one off to Algier. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got him in. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
Ready. Quick, yellow. Hey, go steal. Ready?
Trying the left side with Algier. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Yellow, red, cycle, white, blue.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Okay,
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Yeah, he'll try to run with this. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Davis. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Here comes Peppers. There's a nice move. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far. And they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away and could cost them a ball game?
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Ready. Yellow, one.
Algier now up the middle. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Let's go.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Algier with another carry. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Strike 60. Snap, red. Black ultra.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This one into the hands of Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead here this third quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals, all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Oh, he's got nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Falcons 10. Jake Elliott kicking off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. In motion comes the tight end left. Back to throw now in his own end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on third down. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Returning is Peppers. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready. At their own 11. Gives it to Algier to start things off. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Now a carry for Algier, headed right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. They go play action with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Falcons 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
On the ball. On the ball.
Algier will try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The drive will start with an option going left. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. 124 yards on the ground for him now, as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. They find some open field here. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Field left. Field blue. Right, white. Smash, red.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete.
He's got room at the 30, and he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Green jack. Claws red.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Hassan Reddick able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown!
Drake London.
28 yards.
And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives. And a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
From the 22, Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. It's Brown. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game.
And the Eagles have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons.
Drake London
with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Falcons get a bit closer.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
An option handoff given to Sanders. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out